I think there's an old saying about politics. It's like making sausage. Like, you don't want to see how it's done because you'll never want to eat it. Well, we're going to talk about making sausage today. A lot of people think that building businesses and building processes and like the day-to-day stuff that goes on in a business, they think that that should look like building exotic luxury cars with epoxied floors and clean rooms and guys in white gloves. And the reality is it's nothing like that. It's like building a house. Like, a friend of mine is a pool builder for a living, and he tells his customers it's gonna look like a bomb went off in your backyard, but 6-7 weeks from now, you're gonna have a pool, it's gonna have crystal blue water in it, and you'll forget all about this. But for the next 6 weeks, it's gonna be an absolute disaster, chaos. So just wrap your head around it. One of my clients is about a year into what's gonna turn into a 2-year process of completely redesigning workflows, processes, basically putting in a whole new system to bring more accountability, more automation, and just being able to measure stuff that's happening in the business. And it's a train wreck. It is every single day. There's somebody who doesn't want to do it the new way. There's somebody holding on to the old way. There's stuff falling through the cracks. There's bugs to fix. And that's what business looks like. It's a train wreck sometimes, but if you don't jump in, if you're not comfortable getting in there and getting your hands dirty, nothing's ever gonna happen. And you just gotta be comfortable making the sausage, and it's ugly and it stinks and it turns your stomach. But if you're not willing to get in there and do the work, then nothing's ever gonna happen. But there are a couple things that I think help out along the way. Number one is keep track of your progress, because sooner or later you're gonna get in the weeds, you're gonna get frustrated, you're gonna get stuck, and the person who was the champion of the project in the beginning is gonna feel like throwing in the towel. And if you're keeping track of progress, you can point back to where you were a month ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago, and you can say, yes, it's a mess now, and yeah, we're really frustrated with this piece of it, but look at this piece we did before, and look at what we've been able to accomplish. Like, a year ago, none of this stuff was happening, and for the last 6 months, we've been getting this consistent result, and things are changing. Being able to keep track of progress and see that you actually have some momentum over weeks and months is really important to keeping the people who are championing the project at the beginning excited about it, keeping them motivated and persevering through with the entire project. The second thing is a weekly deadline. This client and I meet every single week, and there's a flurry of activity before we get together every single week, and the needle moves every single week because we have a meeting every single week where we're both expecting stuff to happen. So keeping track of progress and having a weekly deadline that comes up and you're committing to things for the next week is hugely important for keeping the ball moving. And you'll get there eventually, but it's ugly in the process. But understand that every business owner goes through this, every business goes through it, every project manager goes through it. You'll get there, just keep pushing. See you guys tomorrow.